A small county in North Florida is mourning the loss of two sheriff's deputies in a double murder. Officials say a gunman ambushed the officers yesterday while they were just sitting and having lunch. 29-year-old Sergeant Noel Ramirez and 25-year-old Deputy Taylor Lindsay and the man who apparently shot them were all found dead at the scene. Don Dahler is here with the investigation of this still unexplained attack. Don, a lot of questions here. Good morning.
A lot of questions. Good morning. The Gilchrist County Sheriff's Office has only 27 deputies, so the loss of these two officers is deeply felt. The sheriff describes their county as a family and says they will honor the fallen deputies by doing what they do best, serving and protecting their community.
Sergeant Ramirez and Deputy Lindsay were the best of the best.
Sheriff Bobby Schultz was emotional as he reflected on the fallen officers.
If you ever seen Sergeant Ramirez smile, infectious. They don't need to be remembered strictly for their untimely death, but they need to be remembered for the type of people that they are.
Sergeant Noel Ramirez and Deputy Taylor Lindsay were eating lunch at Ace China Restaurant in downtown Trenton, Florida, when police say John Hubert Highnote fired at them through a window. Deputies arrived at the scene to find the officers dead inside the restaurant and the suspect dead outside. The sheriff called the alleged gunman a coward, but would not say how he died.
What do you expect happens when you demonize law enforcement to the extent that it's been demonized?
The sheriff says the motive is unclear, but thinks they were targeted because of their uniforms.
The only thing these men were guilty of was wanting to protect you and me. I can sit here in front of all of you and tell you that I loved them. And I'm proud to have been their sheriff.
Sergeant Ramirez leaves behind a wife and two young children. Deputy Lindsay leaves behind a girlfriend. Officers haven't said much about the alleged gunman, but we know he has a criminal history dating back to 1978 when he was charged with carrying a concealed firearm. That case was dismissed. State officials are supporting Gilchrist County with protective patrols as they investigate this attack.
Yeah, and you were telling us during the piece that they never stood a chance, which makes it even more egregious that they could have been killed just because they were wearing a uniform.
Yeah, we don't know if there's any kind of connection between the officers and the man who killed them at all yet.
Senseless. Yeah, really senseless. Thank you, Don.
And a reminder of the bravery, what it takes just when you put on the uniform.
That's right.
Good point.